Anna Reinhart was a remarkable woman. She lived a life full of joy and sorrow and was a trailblazer, being the first wife of a Protestant reformer here in Europe. She was born around the year 1484 here in Zurich to a family that was not wealthy, with her father being an innkeeper. She had some education, but nothing comprehensive, and was a beautiful woman both inside and out, and caught the attention of a local nobleman named John Meyer. His father objected due to her low social status and tried to force a marriage upon him to a noblewoman. He objected and would marry Anna in secret. They had a son together who they named after his grandfather, and he slowly softened his grandfather's heart toward his parents. Anna would have two more children, both daughters, with John, but sadness would fall on her when he fell sick after fighting the French in 1513 and died in 1517, leaving her a widow to care for her three children. Anna now focused solely on raising her children following the death of her husband, and her eldest son showed particular intellectual promise. In 1518, Zwingli became the canon of the cathedral here in Zurich, and Anna liked to attend his sermons, as she particularly enjoyed listening to the messages on righteousness by faith, as her heart was drawn to that truth. Zwingli saw the promise in Anna's son Gerard, recognizing his intellectual gifts, and took it upon himself to mentor him, sending him to Basel at the age of 11. As time passed, he grew more interested in Anna, and although he had been ordained as a priest, he had renounced the teaching of clerical celibacy and finally had the courage to propose to her in 1522. This would be her second secret marriage, the first at the age of 20 and now at the age of 38. Zwingli did not recognize or openly acknowledge her as his wife for another 2 years until 1524. She took her role as a minister's wife seriously, not only because she respected the office, but also because she recognized she was a role model for countless women who were embracing the Reformation. Zwingli was incredibly busy during the early years of their marriage as the leading reformer in Switzerland. The demands on his time and energy were enormous. Anna learned to become a trusted helper to him in nearly every aspect of his work and frequently offered advice to him on the various issues that he was grappling with. She also ran the home, cared for the children, and extended hospitality to the countless young men who flocked to Zwingli for mentorship and guidance. While Anna had been respected during her first marriage, her new position as Frau Zwingli gave her a broader sphere of influence, and she made advantage of every opportunity that was presented to her. Since Zwingli's salary had to stretch to accommodate not only their immediate family, but also the growing number of visitors to their home, she had to be frugal and economical. Anna was also an ardent Bible student, and when Luther's German translation of the Old Testament was translated into Swiss German by the leaders of the church here in Zurich, Zwingli would read the proofs to her each night before they went to bed, an activity that she relished. Her son Gerard was married at the age of 16 in 1525 and became a prominent member of the Zurich City Council. Sadly, Anna's second marriage would end like her first marriage, in widowhood. Though reform had spread throughout Switzerland, there were still a few cantons that were ardently Catholic, and growing tension between the Catholic cantons and the Reformed cantons ended up with war breaking out in 1529. Zwingli and Gerard would be pulled into this war in 1531, and at the Battle of Keppel, they will be killed in 1531. When Anna heard the news, she is reported to have cried out, "O Lord, strengthen me for this trying hour." And after the shock had worn off, she said, "The Lord is faithful, who will not suffer us to be tried above what we're able to bear, but will with the trial make a way of escape that we can bear it." After this tragic loss, along with her younger children, she would be taken in by Zwingli's disciple, Heinrich Bullinger, and she would die 7 years later on December the 6th, 1538. She lived an unconventional life, breaking the traditional molds in society. And though she lived a life filled with sadness, she learned the depth of the promise that God does not tempt us above what we're able to bear. May we always remember that no matter what happens to us in life, God is faithful and He is able to sustain us through the trials and tribulations that come. Lineage is a crowd-funded non-profit studio. We make videos, we write articles and books, and we've got a podcast. And it's all to share the stories of biblical and Christian role models in history. We uncover heroes from the past to inspire, guide, and help today's generation connect the past with the present and the future. And it's all free for you because it's been generously paid for by thousands of supporters all over the world. Your support is helping millions of people understand their identity, their purpose, and their mission in life. Crowdfunded means whatever you give, big or small, helps us accomplish our mission. You can help us make more resources by joining our mission. You can give at lineagejourney.com.